Theories of Personality, 11th edition. Chapter 3, Vocabulary. Chapter 3, Carl Jung, Analytical Psychology. Analytical Psychology, Jung's theory of personality. I think I prefer reading about Jung over Freud. Libido, to Jung, a broader and more generalized form of psychic energy. Psyche, Jung's term for personality. Opposition principle, Jung's idea that the conflict between opposing processes or tendencies is necessary to generate psychic energy. Equivalence principle, the continuing redistribution of energy within a personality. If the energy expended on certain conditions or activities weakens or disappears, that energy is transferred elsewhere in the personality. Entropy principle, a tendency toward equilibrium within the personality. The ideal is an equal distribution of psychic energy over all structures of the personality. Ego, to Jung, the conscious aspect of personality. Extroversion, an attitude of the psyche characterized by an orientation toward the external world and other people. Introversion, an attitude of the psyche characterized by an orientation toward one's own thoughts and feelings. Psychological types. To Jung, 8 personality types based on interactions of the attitudes and the functions. Personal unconscious, the reservoir of material that was once conscious but has been forgotten or suppressed. Complex, to Jung, a core or pattern of emotions, memories, and perceptions, alongside the wishes in a personal unconscious organized around a common theme such as power or status. Collective unconscious, the deepest level of the psyche containing the accumulation of inherited experiences of human and pre-human species. Archetypes, images of universal experiences contained in the collective unconscious. Persona archetype, the public face or role of a person presents to others. Animus archetype, masculine aspects of the female psyche. Anima archetype, feminine aspects of the male psyche. Shadow archetype, the dark side of the personality, the archetype that contains primitive animal instincts. Self archetype, to Jung, the archetype that represents the unity, integration, and harmony of a total personality. Individuation, a condition of psychological health resulting from the integration of all conscious and unconscious facets of the personality. Word association test, a projective technique in which a person responds to a stimulus word with whatever word comes to mind. Symptom analysis, similar to catharsis, the symptom analysis technique focuses on the symptoms reported by the patient and attempts to interpret the patient's free association to those symptoms. Dream analysis, a technique involving the interpretation of dreams to uncover unconscious conflicts. Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, an assessment test based on Jung's psychological types and the attitudes of introversion and extroversion. Life history reconstruction. Young's type of case study that involves examining a person's past experiences to identify developmental patterns that may explain present neurosis. That is the end of Chapter 3 Vocabulary.